I don't always get shocked. But if I do, it's because I seen something on TikTok. Her brain's about to come out. They went too far.
Or abiding by their rules, kissing a man. This is what you get? You get a medal from Joe Biden? Seriously, y'all. What does this medal represent? What did he get it for? I'll wait. Because just like I don't know, y'all don't know either. But I really, really think it's because he did what they wanted him to do. Then he went to go repent because he knew what he did was wrong.
What are you talking about?
So he got baptized and everything. That's great. But like I said, what is this for? So it's a medal of freedom. Freedom of what? Denzel don't look too pleased. Look at that face, y'all. That's a face of regret. Is that Bill Nye?
The science guy?
And Hillary Clinton? All jokes aside, what the hell are these medals for? I just seen Bill Nye with one. Hillary? What the fuck is going on?
I don't know about y'all, but hold up. Was that Denzel Washington? If it was, I cannot stand him because of that one movie. Y'all know what movie I'm talking about with Kevin Bacon. Oh my goodness. What is it? What does it start with? I think it starts with a T. I don't know. If you know what movie I'm talking about, please let me know in the comments below. I can't stand him because of that movie. Oh, that's cute. What's going on here? I would do this. Yeah, I would do that. But I think that's also how you get the bird flu, or whatever that flu is now.
Let's keep going down the rabbit hole of the GT Gate Gateway program for gifted and talented kids, plus the CIA's Gateway Experience program that they did, same timeline. If you haven't watched the other videos on this and you have no idea what I'm talking about, watch the playlist below. It's free. It'll kind of get you up to speed. The last video, I entered into the chat the telepathy tapes. I feel like I could go on about that for a hot minute, but tonight we're going to talk about something else. The MTHFR, genetic mutation. A lot of people who are neurodivergent have the MTHFR genetic mutation. Now, what does this mean? If you've never heard of it, I'll give you a very quick synopsis. This mutation makes it harder for your body to break down certain amino acids. It can lead to abnormal levels of neurotransmitters that are responsible for serotonin and dopamine. Now, this test, anyone can get an MTHFR test. It's a simple blood test, but you do have to ask your doctor to do it. The reason that I enter this into the chat is because I have one of the mutations of this gene. I don't have both of the mutations, but I have one. Now, back in the 1970s and 1980s is when they discovered the MTHFR genetic mutation through the Gateway program that the CIA did. And apparently people who had this genetic mutation, because it affects things that are neurotransmitting into your pineal gland, were able to have more interactions in terms of consciousness that did not reside within the body. So what I'm talking about is astral projection, out of body experiences, lucid dreaming, interesting stuff. But they made the connection in that program that a lot of people who had that genetic mutation had more abilities. Okay, so fast forward to GT and Gate. We know that they fluorided us every day that we went. Like, they gave us way too much fluoride. Now, people will try to explain that away. Oh, maybe you had a rural district that needed fluoride in the water, or you weren't getting it. That is way too much fluoride. And it was already proven that fluoride affects the pineal gland. So we know that. And TikTok, don't take this off, because this is my experience. Because every time I post about this subject, they try to take this video off. So
I wonder why.
So I want to just kind of throw all this out to you. Fluoride doesn't get broken down in the same way with people with MTHFR because our bodies have a harder time processing foods, nutrients, medicines, fluoride. So it causes more disruption in our pineal gland, which is responsible for intuition and intuitive thinking and our circadian rhythm. So take all that back, go down the rabbit hole, and just see what you think. I want to hear what you think about all this. It's so interesting to me.
I'm confused.
Neuroscience is so interesting.
Somebody let me know what she's talking about.
Celebrating over it.
I'm as confused as she is.
But of course, there's the other angle, this participation rate. Explain that to us and why we need to look at that.
Absolutely. Well, we have, we're in a very good
Wait a
position
minute.
to
Stop it right now.
talk about what's.
How is she talking normally? Does she not know how she's looking? This is bad. This is bad. I'm not gonna laugh anymore. That's it. I'm done. What is going on?
Going on in the job market. We work with a lot of Fortune 1000 organizations, and we get a good pulse on what's ramping and areas of growth. We also
She's an
work
alien.
with quite a few staffing firms, and they're kind of the first ones to experience that
blink?
growth. We're seeing tremendous growth here at Disney.
What? That is my jam. That reminds me of that reminds me of that movie, what is it? The Saw? Or Saw?
My girl was rocking that big blue wig today.
Hey. That's how my hair is going to look in 6 months.
A long time ago, I used to live in Las Vegas, and I had a neighbor. He was some drunk former military guy, and one day we were talking about just nothing. And he had told me that he used to work at Area 51. And so I was like, oh yeah, haven't seen the aliens, what do they look like, blah, 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 yada, yada. And he would never, ever tell me, nothing. You couldn't pry anything out of him. But one night, we had a power outage, and like the whole neighborhood was black, you couldn't see anything. So the night sky was like really dark. You could see like a lot of the stars because there was no outside light to drown out the stars. And he was real stinking drunk. I remember this guy used to drink like a half gallon of whiskey every 3 days. So we're just talking and bullshitting, and out of nowhere he goes, hey, you see Orion's belt? And I was like, no, I don't know what the hell it looks like. And he goes, yeah, up there. He goes, you see Orion's belt? He goes, you see how you see two stars that are straight, very, very parallel to each other, and then there's a little star that's slightly adjacent and off to the left. And I said, yeah, I see it, whatever. And he goes, the bad aliens live on that adjacent star. And I looked at him and I'm like, okay, yeah, sure.
And so did he get that from Men in Black?
Whatever. And he goes, yeah, no, he goes, I'm serious. He goes, the two stars, that's where the good aliens live. The bad aliens live on that other star. And he said the good aliens look like the traditional grays that we see in magazines, on the internet, with the big head, the big eyes, they're really small and gray. He said the bad aliens are brown colored, very tall, and they smell. I didn't know what the hell he was talking about, so I'm like, yeah, sure. And then I'm like, because I didn't really believe in UFOs then, but he goes, I said, if there's really aliens, I said, how do their UFOs, like, how are they able to travel from that star all the way over here? Because, we're dealing with, rocket engines and stuff like that.
Right.
And he said that the UFOs, they basically run on electricity that's created out of nothing. I think he said space. He goes, they have like a, it was really, he said it in a confusing way, but he said that the UFOs run on electricity that's gathered up in space, and that instead of how a rocket is driven by thrust, by a combustion engine. He says the reason how the UFOs are able to go so fast is that like he said that there's an engine on a UFO that opens up a void in space, and it's almost like he said the UFO is not that it's being thrust, but it's falling into itself. I don't know. I'm not sure if I believed him, but he said it pretty matter-of-factly, and he was, super drunk, because this guy, you could not ever have told him anything of a kind. You could never get anything out of him. But then he just goes off and says that. So who knows? It could be real.
Who knows?
I mean, UFOs. I kind of do believe in UFOs because I kind of seen one. I'm not sure if it was real, but it was in the Mojave Desert, and there was a plane going overhead, but it was going way, way too fast to be a plane. It's almost like when you see a jet, and it's going over across the sky. It's probably doing 500 miles an hour, maybe 450. Well, this thing was going like 40 times faster than what a jet would be going up that high in the sky. So I don't know what the hell it was, and who knows? Is it true? Hell if I know. But if any government officials see this, and if this is true, and I let out government secrets, please don't kill me. I don't want to die. I don't know. Maybe I should just keep my mouth shut. Please.
Yes.
Lily, come here.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Lily, who are you playing with? What are you doing?
Who's doing all that? Who's doing all that laughing?
Amy? Amy?
He's not catching ball with you? You need someone to play ball?
That was creepy. That was really creepy. Yeah, go check. You better go check that out. Oh no, the baby. See, never leave your babies alone, ever. Why did they? And look at her. It hurts. Why did they do this to her? Oh my goodness. Can you imagine? Like, what if you have a hater, or just, I don't know. Ugh, you would just be completely bald if somebody just yanked on your hair. This is ridiculous. And how is she going to get this out? Is this permanent? I'm not making fun of, ethnicities and stuff like that, but like, this is a little bit extreme. And how long did it take? And what is she going to do with the front? What is she going to do with the front? Okay? That's... Why did they do that to her? Her brain's about to come out. They went too far. That is stiff. She likes it. Can't wipe that forehead though. Alright y'all, part 5 of creepy shit that happened to me when I was a kid. So this story happened in South Carolina as well. Most of the creepy shit that happened to me was in South Carolina, unfortunately. And if you don't believe my stories, please don't watch. But these are personal events that happened to me as a kid. I have 2 siblings that could tell you the same stories that I'm telling you right now, because some similar shit happened to them as well. Alright, let me get into it. So this story took place on a Sunday,
we had drove to Kershaw, South Carolina. We were currently living in McBee, South Carolina. We actually lived out on 10 acres of land in between McBee and Patrick, South Carolina. If you know, you know. So we had a nice mobile home out there. Yes, a mobile home. Yes, it was nice. So my mom had drove to Kershaw, which was about an hour away, to go see a root doctor. Okay, I'm not gonna say his name, but he lived in Kershaw, South Carolina, down a dirt road, and I remember that he had a blue porch, and that's exactly what I remember about him. So I remember that my mom had went there because she was suspecting that somebody had put a root on her. Somebody was trying to stop her. It was like some roads were blocked in her life, so she was trying to get some unblocking done. So
Okay,
he had
makes
gave
sense.
her, I don't know what was said in that room. I don't know, what exactly he told her to do, but I know that she left out of that house with a brown paper bag, and she had like a rope wrapped around that bag. And when we got in the car, see, my mom was always trying to tell us and teach us about, hoodoo and all the stuff, to learn in it. So she was telling us that he told her at like midnight, go to the Crossroads. And we had Crossroads right up the street from our house. You know what I'm saying? She said, go to the Crossroads. And when you get to the Crossroads, he told her to leave that brown paper bag at the Crossroad, y'all.
That makes sense.
So at midnight, she packed us up in the car. We went down there to the Crossroads. She put that brown paper bag in the Crossroad. He also told her, do not look back. I don't know why, but he told her, don't look back. So we put the brown paper bag at the Crossroad, and we didn't look back. My mama told us verbatim, don't look y'all ass back. Don't look back. When we drive away, don't look back. So we get back to the house, y'all. And I remember we get back to the house at like 12:30. Okay, she set that brown paper bag right in the middle of the Crossroads. She said something. I don't know what she said, but when she got back, it was about 12:30. And I remember I went in my room, and my brother went in his room, and our rooms was right across from each other. And I laid down to go to sleep, and something woke me up around about 3 o'clock. I remember it was like 3 o'clock, because y'all remember them old watches, not them old watches, but them old clocks that you set on the dresser with the numbers that was really big that told you the time. I had one on my dresser, and I remember it was 3 o'clock, and I don't know why I woke up. But when I woke up, I had like a chair in the corner. And I remember there was like a dark figure that was sitting in the corner. And I woke up and I was scared. So like I sat there for a second because I was trying to like adjust my eyes to see like what the fuck was going on in the corner. So as I'm adjusting my eyes to see, the figure leaned up. And when he leaned up, it was a man. When he leaned up, he was like, he had like beautiful brown skin, and he leaned up and he smiled at me, and he said, don't ever worry, you're gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be all right. And I remember going back to sleep, and in the morning I had woke up and told my mama like what I had saw, and then she was like, what did he say? So at this point she had called the root doctor back, and then he was like that was the protector of the Crossroads. I don't know. He said there's many variations of it. You know what I'm saying? Many variations of the protector of the Crossroads. He said that that there's different variations, that he stands for different things, but if he comes to you, he comes to you for a reason, right? And then the fact that you reached out, I guess she reached out to whoever this entity or deity was that came to see me. And for some reason, he didn't come see her, he came to see me. He left like a coin on my bed. If I can get up, I still got the coin because my mom passed away in 2020, so I had all of her belongings. Get up? The coin stayed with her. It's actually in my attic right now. I might go up there and try to find it, but I still have the coin. It was like it was just a silver coin. It didn't have no faces on the back or on the front. It was a coin on my bed that morning when I woke up, and I gave it to my mom, and we've kept that coin ever since. I went off, lived my life, got older. I really forgot about it until I start telling these fucking stories. And it makes sense that all this weird shit been happening in my house since I bought my mom's shit to my house. But that coin is in my fucking attic, y'all. But he gave me that coin and basically told me, don't be afraid. Like, everything is gonna be okay. I wasn't afraid. I wasn't scared. I don't know what she went to this man and did. I don't know what she did at those Crossroads. But after further research, I realized that she contacted Papa Legba. I know in Haitian tradition they call him Legba. You know, there's certain depictions of who he is, and there's different versions of him, but I'm pretty sure that's the man that I saw. They always describe him as an old man. I didn't see an old man. Well, he was older, but he wasn't like old and slumped over. You know what I'm saying? He had like a red scarf on, and the scarf went around his neck, and that's all I remember. I couldn't really make out his face, so I can't tell you what he looks like. But after we went that night and put that fucking paper bag in them Crossroads, I promise you that same night that man came to me, and I saw him as clear as motherfucking day sitting in that chair, and I woke up and told my mama the next day, and she called her root doctor back. She sure did. And he even told me don't be afraid. He told me don't be afraid. He said I have the gift of sight. Like, I have the gift of sight. And there's been a lot of other things that happened to me between then and now that really lets me know that I have the gift of sight, y'all. But if y'all fucking with part 5, comment below, like it, share it. Let me know if y'all want part 6. Sorry for the delay, but I'm back. And
you need to apologize for the
This tribe
profanity.
hunts insects in the jungle and they cook it on their head.
Did he just say that they cook their food on their heads? What sense does this make? Is he going to let them know that they can just use the ground? You know what I mean? Like, or is he just going to watch them like some nature channel? That baby's looking like, this don't look right.
It looks like a chestnut. Let's give it a try. Okay, so this is, what is this? Spider.
I'm going to say it looks like a bug.
It tastes like a chestnut from Christmas
Oh,
market.
does it now?
Is that a grasshopper? Oh, poor thing.
I mean, is his head on fire or he's just chilling?
Today I'm going to visit a village that has never received a foreign tourist before.
So this is a wild story that's going to blow your mind. It was a normal day in autopsy, and we had a decomposing female case on our table, and I was still a baby doctor, so really wasn't used to dead bodies moving, and I don't think anybody should be, actually. But we got this body, and out of the body bag there was a decomposed female, and you know, with decomposition, all gases begin to bloat the body, especially in the abdomen. The abdomen of this decomposed woman looked something like this. And to my utter shock, this body began to move. This woman's legs opened. There was a splash of water or fluid that was expelled. And there was a baby that was delivered straight out of her onto the mortuary table, also decomposed with the placenta and the cord intact. And all this was happening in real time as I was stepping back step by step by step, not sure what to do. This is actually a known medical condition, also known as a coffin birth, which is a post-mortem expulsion of a baby due to the gases in decomposition. That one was my freakiest, most crazy experience I've seen in my working career.
You know, just because of that video, I'm so happy I didn't sign up. When I joined the military, I didn't sign up for mortuary affairs. Just saying, that's a little bit creepy. First of all, she has herself covered up in front of the mirror, right? Her body cannot be seen by the mirror. So why is it that the mirror is reflecting her behind this, what is it, towel? This makes no sense. This is a little bit creepy, you guys, unless she has a twin and then it's just a joke. Let me know what you think about this in the comments below. I'm in shock, you guys. I don't even know what to say about that. Was that real? Oh my goodness. If you like this video, please let me know in the comments below, and I will see you in the next one.